My name is Gen Z, and I work with Supergiant Games. We actually, before, when we're in the pre-production phase, what we really try to do is create a mood piece that kind of captures the world and the character and just like the atmosphere of the game to see if we're all kind of on the same page and if we like it. And this is one of the endeavors that was made to kind of capture all the things we kind of wanted, which was, in this particular case, kind of like a cyberpunky, vintage type of art style that was based in a lot of the fine art that I grew up really, really loving. Of course, like, it's probably pretty easy to tell that there's some Klimt-esque kind of influence there. And the reason why I chose Klimt was actually because his particular work has a very kind of digital nature to it with the repetitive patterns and all those squares and everything. And I didn't want to go for something that was just like circuit boards because I feel like that's been done and done really well in a lot of other games. So I wanted to offer something a little new, and I also just really wanted to celebrate the fine art that inspires me a lot. Of course, there's a lot of the video game artists that I grew up loving. I believe it's funny, I was really, really into Tetsuya Nomura for a while, and he was the first man whose art I saw when I realized you can actually get a job as an artist who draws characters in this industry, and it was kind of what made me want to make video games. From there, like one of my favorite games is Final Fantasy Tactics, and I am a huge fan of Akihiko Yoshida, and still am. His incredible work. I grew up watching a lot of anime. I have to say, like, Dragon Ball Z is a huge inspiration, but I also grew up looking at a lot of art in art museums. My parents always brought me to see the old masters. I love Alphonse Mucha, Klimt, as I said, Waterhouse, John William Waterhouse, John Singer Sargent. They just have a way of evoking emotion with their paintings that's much larger than life that I just really, really love and would love to kind of use in video game design as well. There are so many different ways to kind of get to where I am, and several years ago, I would never have thought that I would be in this position as an art director at a successful indie game company. I will mention that I am a self-taught artist. I did not study art in school, but of course I studied art on the side by myself, but I just kept drawing. And I think the tips I would give for people is just to never really pass up an opportunity. Opportunities, a lot of luck is involved, but opportunities will come and go, and you really want to be ready for them when they show up. And also know that there are many roads to Rome. My path to this particular job was circuitous. It was not straightforward, and it just kind of came out of nowhere. So, just take jobs that are relevant, take jobs that help you learn new skills and push you into areas that you're not necessarily comfortable with, and eventually I think you'll get there.